And look at she's so can't sing, but I'm known to finesse on the chorus. You can't.
About set for base, New York Yankees. Yankees baseball comes your way next.
Now, solid win total from last year, and he'd like to win a whole bunch of games in this new season. He's a good pitcher, and he normally pitches good at the beginning of the season, and he rides that storm out all the way through the end.
Let's go, man.
Interesting to see what kind of start he gets off to this year.
First pitch, 6:35.
Do, 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 do.
And he takes strike three called on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. With that, let's get you a look at the starting nine for the Tigers. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miguel Cabrera has in store. He's got over 1,500 RBIs in his career. Man, I'd hate to see him come to the plate if I were pitching. They know he knows how to drive in runs. It's going to be fun to watch him play.
Here's Jordy Mercer now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Line to the right side, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Miguel Cabrera. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he had. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Judge is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Jordan Zimmerman gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. What do we need?
Better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
The 1-0. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Past history with Jordan Zimmerman. He has 7 hits in 18 at-bats. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He had exactly 100 RBIs, and if you talk to him, he'll let you know. 100 RBIs is pretty special, folks. I think he's the kind of guy that can have another big year.
Now to the plate, Aaron Hicks, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lays off 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Here's Miguel Andujar now as he grounds one briskly to short. Mercer is there, and there's out number 2.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Aaron.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Past history with Jordan Zimmerman. He's gone 3 for 6. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Two and 0.
No reason to give in to him here with a base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
The 2-0. Line towards center field. Mata is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Second inning upcoming here in the Bronx with no score. Nick Castellanos now hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
The right fielder, number 9.
First delivery to him on the way.
Castellanos.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And this is hauled in on the run for the out. And he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
A ball and 2 strikes now. No score here as we play inning number 2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
The next batter, Jamer Candelario, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. In past meetings with J-Happ, he's just 2 for 12. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Me with the side. Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The catcher.
Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
I'm gonna put on my fan. I think you heard it last time. But I'm not about to sweat all over my recliner.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Sanchez aboard here at first with nobody out. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Let's get a home run here, man.
High
Oh,
and deep
there
to
we go,
strike.
there we go.
Castellanos looking up. And
I don't know the Yankees home run thing.
a long 2-run homer off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. Second home run early in the year, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres.
The designated hitter, Gleyber.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Castellanos is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
The windup and the 0-1. Down and away, ball one.
One strike.
And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. To short, hit hard, taken in by Mercer. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting ninth, the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the left-handed power bat of Luke Voigt.
Luke Voigt is a crazy man.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
I'm not hinting at anything,
Bases are
but
empty here with 2 men out.
could be on them PEDs.
In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Because how do you hit that many home runs and be in the minors for like 70 years?
1-2 as he chases the slider.
Actually, let's look. Doesn't tell you.
All right, back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Up next steps Kristen Stewart. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not a
missed for strike 1. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning.
Who the hell is this dude?
Started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out to right field. Judge is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail things here 2-0. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu.
The second baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. One and two to DJ LeMahieu.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Swing and a liner. Foul.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Full count now. 3-2. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Aaron Hicks. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes set and the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, now batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
In now, Miguel Andujar.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field.
Castellanos moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. MLB The Show, your home for Yankee baseball all season long as you get a look there at what's on tap for the Bombers over the course of the next 7 days. Two on here with 1 man out, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard towards second, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So striding forward now, Gary Sanchez. Here's the first pitch to him. He sends it out to left.
There we go. Grand slam.
It's a grand slam.
Good thing I didn't choose to play Detroit.
So
as Detroit.
Swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Wow, you can understand what the pitcher's thinking. He doesn't have an empty base, and he needs to get ahead of the count. All he wants to do is get that first pitch over for a strike, but the batter knew the same thing, and he jumped all over it, smashing it into seats for a 4-run blast.
Matt Moore is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Stepping in now, Giancarlo Stanton. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Waiver.
The plate now is the designated hitter, Torres. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit in the air to center field. Matuk is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But one more look at the big blow in the inning for the Yankees. Josh Harrison stands in. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Weak grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. 0-1 the count. Hit hard to the right side.
Go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
So 2 outs now for the Tigers in their half of the 4th. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. In there, a base.
Really? I wanted to throw him out at first base. Come on.
Second, as there are
no, we
2
don't.
aboard now.
The batter, the designated hitter, John Hicks.
Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time. Mercer on second. Castellanos on at first with 2 down. Hits this one hard the other way. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing as the inning is over. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following.
So you stick your ass in his face?
Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game.
The San Diego
now,
Studios
they can keep that same
has done an awesome job
in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Ooh, look at that sky. I don't think you can see it that good.
Against Matt Moore.
It's purple.
He's a .333 hitter. Ball 1.
1-0.
Ripped on the ground at first.
Come on, Didi, you can do it. There you go.
And the throw won't be in time, as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
First baseman, Luke.
So stepping in, Luke Voigt. He's 0 for 1 after.
Come on, Luke Voigt, let's get a home run here, bitch.
So yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. That's in there.
Come on, we need another grand slam.
And no sense risking anything here, as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
The center fielder, Aaron.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. He swings and grounds it to short. The second for one on to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base.
Now batter.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Into the box now, Miguel Andujar. Line drive to left.
Go, there we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
This is down for extra bases. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Yeah, they've already pushed 8 runs across, and it's still early. I'm not sure what the answer is. At this point, you might just consider leaving the pitcher out there. You don't want to waste your bullpen in a game like this. Then again, it's early, so you don't want to throw in the towel either.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Aaron Judge. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
The 2-0 on the way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Gary.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Mata will get there, and he puts it away to retire the. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off for Detroit.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Jamer.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And it's fouled away. Now another 0-2. A bouncer up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line up, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Kristen Stewart stands in as he looks at a called strike. Behind 0-2 now. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not, says Ed Drummond. It's ball 1. This is skied into short left center. Stanton comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
the center fielder.
Next up for Detroit, Mikey Mata. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he lays off there 1-0. Outside 2-1.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Count even at 2-2. Runners on first with 1 down. Takes this the other way to right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
The catcher, number 17.
Standing in, Grayson Greenier. He flew out in his last at-bat. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're 1 strike away from being shut out from 5. Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Josh Harrison. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Giancarlo Stanton comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
And a good eye as he lays off, and the count moves to 2-1 now on the Yankee left fielder.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Torres is on deck. And this is strike 3 called, says Clyde Washington. Might have looked a bit low, but that's out number 1. Final line there for the Detroit starting pitcher. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Stepping in now, Didi Gregorius as he lifts it in the air to right field. Castellanos on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now back.
Stepping into the box, Luke Voigt. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. First pitch of the at-bat. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Torres leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hot shot down the line. He's got it. Gets dirty and gloves it to second, but they throw it away. And he'll make it up to third here thanks to the throwing miscue, and we'll see how they want to score this play.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your team.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Digging in, Jordy Mercer. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully. I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Next for the Tigers, Miguel Cabrera. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. No balls and a strike to count. Oh, and that is right there for strike 2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Popped up, but this will land untouched. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 3 up. At the plate, Miguel Andujar, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
And this will kick off the base of the wall. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded.
And he is into third base here with a leadoff triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero, and the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
First pitch coming, here it is. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
A dive, but it's off his glove. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, D-Row, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that...
I'll be right back. Gotta go do something. Let's end this game.
It looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops.
Hello.
Knowing he's a little bit tired, gonna leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the gap for his third hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
In now, Giancarlo Stanton, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is going to get foul. Now Moore with a 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Judge on third. Sanchez stands at second. No outs. 3-2 now. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. He's in at second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Now batting.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it, and that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting.
Ready now, Luke Voigt, runner in scoring position with 2 guns. First delivery to him on the way. Line toward right center. And that's going to get down out there. Hack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Roy, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat head started.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Harrison there to put it away. Striding forward now is the DH, John Hicks. No hits to this point. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
Digging in once again, Jeimer Candelario. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Behind 0-2 now. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers, but this one's pretty much over, 14-0. This is line to left. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Standing in now, Miguel Andujar. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. To his left, Candelario. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
One gone here in the Yankee seventh. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher, Gary Sanchez. From the stretch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
He's going to have to take a deep breath. A little bit ultra aggressive at the plate right now after fishing at the first pitch and looking like he was going to commit on that one.
Line drive base hit. Now the throw comes in to hold that second runner at third, so they're at the corners now with still only one away.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Castellanos is there. Let's see if they test it. Now at the plate, Torres. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Looking to minimize the damage here. And he fouls this one off.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
The 0-2 once more. Raises him. A strikeout looking. Ready once again, Mikey Mata. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Judge has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. And a ball 1-0. Hit in the air to left field. Stanton has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down.
Yeah, what's up, man? That's awesome.
The batter, number 1.
Go get paid.
And now we're going to have a delay as some nitwit has jumped over the railing and is running around in right field. And of course, we will not show this to you, but suffice to say that local security has got him surrounded, and he can look forward to spending the rest of this evening in the cooler. Now at the plate, Josh Harrison. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? Stanton is under it, makes the catch.
I like this game. This is a good game.
This one pretty well in the bag.
This is better than last year's game.
Of the 8th straight ahead. The Yankees lead this one 15-0. Stepping up to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Shortstop, Didi.
Rounded softly down the line toward first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Now batting, first baseman, Luke.
I actually didn't watch any Mariners games yet, so I don't know. DD's been streaming when the Mariners come on, so I haven't been watching that.
Into the box, Luke Voigt. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Next for the Yankees.
Coming to the plate now, DJ LeMahieu. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. And he got him.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks.
I wish we still had
out to center field.
Malik Smith on the Rays.
Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The Yanks leave one as they can't. So coming to the plate, Jordy Mercer starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
The first baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Popped him up. And he will make
he said he would do it Thursday, but we'll try. Speaking of DD, I'll see you later. We're gonna go eat lunch.
They couldn't get anything going against them.
Have a good night, everybody.
Dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
15-0 the final in this one. The Yankees. Struggled and gets the